Oh, greetings there, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of the Seven Dice. Sure hope you've been enjoying that sunshine out there. I mean, there's a fair bit of rain that's been coming here and there, but hey, at least it's not winter anymore. Am I right? Oh, that snow and ice took forever to get out of here. Wingover, what's happening with that damn book?
It's not going good, Michael. It's being weird. Keeps moving around and trying to open itself. I don't know. It's definitely being strange. There we go. Under control. It's, of course, because it's me, Wingover Gimble, famous gnome bad. Of course I can get a little book under control. It's not that hard. Wait a minute, the last time this book went crazy, the sky had tentacles fall out of it and things blew up. Shit. Alright. Well, travelers, looks like we have to start fortifying the inn again. Oh my goodness, I don't know how many times we had to fortify this damn inn. Every time we're like, this time should do it. And like the windows explode and people are screaming. Like, can't there just be one nice day? Oh, that's how it is, travelers. That's just how it is. Well, I'm glad you're here at least. I hope you enjoyed our little side story we had there following along those two heroes in the city of Xylindia, getting a little bit of insight what's going on there. It's always interesting to take a little skip back home and just see how things are, how people have been, who's, still working at the same shops and all that stuff. So we don't have any fan mail, but if you want to go ahead and send us in some, head on over to the Podchaser, or if you'd like, head on over to the iTunes and leave us one of those reviews. Of course, if you leave us anything less than 5 stars, iTunes sucks and the algorithm destroys us, but hey, you leave whatever it is you feel like leaving. We have a little note here from BattleBards that says, please let Greg in. Who the hell's Greg? Oh god, Michael, open the door. Quick.
Hey everyone, it's me, Greg, the sanitation worker.
I notice you're a great ooze. We've had oozes before, that's fine. Is there anything you need in particular?
Not really. I'm just... If you had a book, like one I could borrow...
Well, you can't have this one. It has information about the impending doom of our planet and multiverse, so kind of need it. I'll find you another book, it's fine. Are you here to do the BattleBard spiel?
Oh yeah. Head on over to battlebards.com, where you can find yourself some exciting sound effects, like Melf's Acid Arrow. Maybe even you're just interested in something casual like the screams of the dead. They have that there too. Battlebards.com.
Okay, neat. Cool. Just gonna shuffle you over here. We've had oozes before, so we actually helped construct an area of the inn that should be Nope, you're melting right through the floor anyways. Oh, whatever. Thanks for coming by, Greg. Oh, there he goes into the basement. Oh, well, travelers, last we left off with Deathshift, they had quite the zany journey dealing with the Wraith, one of Dorum's top generals. They'd fought them in the city of Haymor, where Draxir is from, and now they need to figure out what they're gonna do with Ronee's corpse, and why isn't it getting back up, as all their bodies have before. I bring to you Back to the Beginning, Part 1.
Hey, I'm Brett, and I'm playing Kelsar, the Tiefling Paladin and Chosen of Yetifa.
Hi, I'm Humberto, and I'm playing Bordon, Dwarven Cleric and Chosen of Time.
I'm Evan, and I'm playing Ronee, the half-elf bard and chosen of chaos.
Hey, I'm Robert, and I'm playing MZ, the Githyanki Ranger.
And Chosen Blood.
Hey, I'm Jason, and I'll be playing Draxir, the Dragonborn Artificer.
And Chosen of Machines.
Previously on Ballad of 7 Dice, our heroes had just finished fighting the Wraith, a strange creature that worked as one of Durham's generals existing in the mirror dimension. This creature was only brought into the material plane through Ronnie's quick thinking of using the celestial harp, though this resulted in Ronnie himself being slain and the rest of Deathshift taking some serious damage. But for some reason, Ronnie did not get back up. And looking down, they just saw a bleeding dead corpse. And looking down, they just saw a bleeding dead corpse. We will take it from there. I believe, Bordon, you were looking over Ronnie and you were going to bring him back because you were literally surrounded by treasure, so you can just pick up a handful of treasure for components.
Yeah, but I didn't prepare this skill because...
You didn't think you need it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I have a...
But you're not there.
So there's, it's ridiculous that the cleric doesn't have, revive prepared, but, it doesn't matter, because I can't...
It's the nature of the campaign.
Still hurts me a little. Yeah, but so I just tell the group, I don't know, Ronnie is not coming back, but since I was never able to resurrect you guys, I didn't prepare the resurrection skill. So what should we do?
I can't remember how much our characters actually know about the Ronnie clones.
You're aware of them. Amelia at least informed the other guys about them. I don't know if it was ever brought up to Draxir. Ronnie did ask about Ronnie clones in front of all of you, in front of the King in Yellow.
Okay.
He asked the King in Yellow the question.
And he said there was only one left. He was in Waterdeep.
Should we take this body with us?
I
can resurrect him, later on. Maybe we can take the body with me?
Yeah, I suppose. I guess that means that this isn't our real Ronnie?
Well, unless his parasite just didn't work. For whatever reason, maybe the harp, suppressed it. Maybe this is our real Ronnie.
Well, I guess we may as well take it back regardless.
Right.
I like how no one's sad about it. He's dead right now.
Oh no, Ronnie's dead.
Well, because death's not a real thing to you guys for the most part. I mean, it is now for MZ and Draxir and Kelsar, but...
He also kind of committed Sudoku, because the harp, he used the harp, and the harp is what killed him, so...
Mm-hmm. And the harp is still sitting there, because Ronnie never picked it up. He just used Mage Hand to just strum it.
So I guess I'll grab the harp, assuming I can, use the scroll with one hand.
Yeah.
And hold the harp in the other.
I think you should.
Because MZ made sure to fill this bag of holding, of course.
You use your mechanical arm and you grab onto this harp. And Bordon, you can hear whispers from this harp. You can hear it calling out to you. As it just seems to, it's just use me. Together we can eliminate all the evil from here.
So I just ignore it.
If you could definitely use the scroll if you'd like.
Well, that was the plan. Do you guys want to go to the rooftop, or stay here, or go to some random place and we'll charge up this bracer and go back home?
I just want to get as many diamonds as I can, just so I can resurrect people. Because Lucas never gives us loot.
100% accurate. That is my fault.
Yes.
I'm bad at loot. You have like a backpack, so you could like, we'll say you can get like, say 10, because you have like other stuff in your backpack. We'll say you could fit like 10 diamonds in there that you can use for spell components.
Just 10? Diamonds are so small.
Yeah, but the ones that you want are a decent size.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I get like a huge one and then I chip it, you know?
Just keep using little bits.
Yeah, exactly.
Diamond dust.
And then I can just fix them, right, with my magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I grab like the biggest diamonds I can find.
Yeah, it is carved into a beautiful swan.
Oh, okay.
It's a little awkward. It's like the size of like a small house cat.
So it's quite large.
It's heavy, yeah. You can grab it for sure.
Okay, so I get that one.
It's very beautiful. A lot of people would pay a lot of money for that. Like,
yeah.
Even you're looking at it, Bordon, like, you're a prince, you're like, oh, this is actually pretty nice.
I mean, yeah, Bordon must have, like, a very bad taste, but, okay, so...
It feels like this diamond's cursed and you're trying to convince us it's not right now.
All royalty have bad taste. Have you ever looked through history and looked at a royal's, like, stuff he bought and, like, things he'd wear and be like, that looks good?
You're not wrong.
Okay, what else? So I got, like, the diamond.
You got, like, 70... I think we said 76,000 in that that bag of holding, and it is full.
That belongs to the group.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
What? How much gold?
76,000. Draxir teleported them to the king's personal vault with all his treasure, his treasury.
So they just robbed the shit out of him. Nice.
Yeah, before they killed him, and then they killed him.
Nice.
Nobody's eating him though.
No one's what?
Eating him, you know. He's rich.
Oh.
I'll eat the rich. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to use this scroll. I guess it makes a portal. And then we can absorb that portal with the gauntlet, and then we can use the bracer.
Before, and I tell the group, like, before we go, shouldn't we just, like, because we are, like, in a vault, like, maybe there are, magic items in here? Like, most likely, there are magic items in here. What do you guys think? Like, can we just take 15 minutes, like, just to check for items?
I guess I don't know how often they patrol to look around for the king. They will eventually look for him, so we don't have a super long time.
Don't watch this.
Well, technically, you guys are the new king, so...
Ronnie is. Oh, no. Ronnie's dead.
Yeah, Ronnie can't be king.
Yeah.
That and his eyes blew up and his brain smush.
Yeah, I could see that being a problem. Oh, Weekend at Bernie's him.
Yep. That is something you could do right now.
I search for magic items.
Okay.
Alright, Borodon, if you're insistent on looking for magical items, I'll look for them. And I'll cast Detect Magic.
So you cast Detect Magic. You get very faint traces in this room. A lot of this magic is like, you see like the odd trickle is going towards this harp. So clearly this harp has been feeding off of items that are in here. But you still see one item. One item.
You are a monster, Lucas.
I gave you so many magic items the other
So many, two magic items. We just
That's
killed
right.
like a boss. And we get like one item?
That's
okay,
right.
so...
Oh, actually, there is two items. Never mind, because you did kill the wraith. So, sorry.
It's like an ARPG. Everything has like a minimum loot drop.
Well, this thing was actually stabbing you guys with a really fucking sweet rapier. So you notice from the wraith, there is a rapier that is giving off quite a powerful divine magic. It's just like sitting, it kind of like fell towards the treasure when the wraith fell out of the dimensional hole. So you kind of like scoop it up, and you can see like bits of like your guys' blood is dried on this thing. And you do see one other thing.
I think MZ should have the rapier.
probably the most adept at using it.
Yeah.
What is the rapier, sorry?
It's a rapier plus 10.
No, it's not plus 10.
A rapier of plus
It is a
10?
rapier plus 10.
You don't get to decide these things.
Rapier's a dime.
So just for Borodon, because I know you love that spell so much, you do see a decanter. It's sitting off to the side. And there is some conjuration magic that's coming from it.
Okay, so I take it.
And it looks beautiful. Like, it's very elegantly made. It's like this, almost like an ivory white decanter. It has like gold inlay around it. There's like gems that are encrusted on the outside of it. And it just shows, like, it has like little drawings on it that are drawn in gold that are depicting like people holding this decanter up and like water flowing out. And like you see like there's like an ocean almost like forming from the decanter. It has a stopper in it. You notice at the top.
I'm going to reach to touch the decanter if Borodon lets me.
No, my decanter.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. So,
It drops and shatters on the floor.
Do you let him touch the decanter or no?
Well, out of game, I want to cast Identify so we know what it is. But if you don't let me touch it, then I can't. So it'll be up to you to figure out what it is.
no, you can.
Okay.
I have identify as well, but yeah, I mean, if you have it prepared, go ahead.
Yeah.
I would have to use it as a ritual.
I'll cast my first level Identify.
So you know, Draxier, this is the decanter of endless water. You know that when you remove the stopper and speak one of 3 commands, you can produce an amount of fresh water or salt water, your choice, out of the flask. The first command, stream, produces 1 gallon of water. And the second command, fountain, produces 5 gallons of water. The third command, geyser, produces 30 gallons of water. And it gushes out with quite a force. Anyone who is hit with this force of water coming out must make a DC 13 strength check or take 1d4 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone.
Question. Is it fresh water? Like, is it spring water, or is it filtered water, or is it tap water?
It says fresh water or salt water. I would generally think if water's good enough to put in a decanter, it's good enough to drink, generally.
It's actually bottled water from Fiji. It's Fiji bottled water.
So on the side of it, it says powered by Brita.
Glacier. It's glacier. Glacier water.
Glacier water. That would be that's like the
Focus.
freaking holy grail of water right there.
I only drink smart water.
This water's not too smart. It's like intelligence of 12.
If water is so smart, why is it in a bottle? Stupid idiot water being owned.
Fucking sick burn. So, yes, you find this decanter of endless water.
So I asked Draxir, do you know what it is?
This is a decanter of endless water. You can have it spit out a little bit of water by saying stream and removing that little stopper. Fountain will make a little more water, and geyser will be like a lot of water. You don't want to do that unless you're pointing it at someone you're not fond of at the moment. You could, in theory, use this as some kind of jetpack. We'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah, that's actually.
Ooh, I like it.
Or how heavy is Borodon? Are you under 200 pounds?
Maybe?
His dwarves are pretty sturdy,
Yeah, that's true.
so you might be heavier.
Pretty stocky. If he's got solid metal arms.
I think we determined that the metal wasn't really heavy because it would cause problems for someone's actual arms if they were weighted down all the time.
Not into heavy metal. He's more of a light rock kind of dwarf.
So, like, can I have it?
Yes, of course. And then, I guess, I'll pick up the rapier. I'll say, this is the next most magical item in here. I don't know who wants this. I probably wouldn't be able to make much good use of it. MZ?
Yeah. What is it?
This is the rapier that the Wraith had. Don't know much about it just yet. Maybe I'll give it a closer look. I'll cast another Identify. It's my last spell slot there.
So you know this is a +3 unholy rapier. So what that means is that this will do an additional 2d6 of necrotic damage.
And it has like +3 to attack and hit.
+3 to attack rolls and +3 to damage.
Holy fuck, I could dish out a ton of damage with this.
Yeah, this is an unholy rapier, MZ. You sure felt the effects of that.
MZ's character has just become more edge.
You edgelord.
This unholy blade is perfect for my look.
I'm gonna use this unholy blade for good.
My good.
I follow my own path.
So, you now have these 2 magic items. Bordon's loaded up on gems, and you have a dead body, or a couple dead bodies at your feet.
Like, can I throw Ronnie over my shoulder?
Yeah, he's pretty light.
Okay.
Okay, would I have an intrinsic understanding of how long it takes to use the scroll?
It'll just be 1 action, so 6 seconds.
Okay, I'll use the scroll to make the portal or whatever it does exactly.
You read out from the scroll, holding it open with 1 hand, and you watch. As you're reading these words, it burns away. The scroll becomes ash, and as the final bits leave your hand, you see this portal slowly start to open up. And it's like a swirling oval, kind of like the Diablo-esque portal we're all used to. You see the bracer starts vibrating on your arm.
So I know how to charge the bracer of the portal, right?
You basically just shove it in.
Alright, I do just that, and I shove the bracer in the portal.
It takes maybe a couple seconds, and you just watch as this portal just gets smaller and smaller as slowly the 3 rubies on this bracer light up. And then by the time the 3rd one's lit up, the portal just completely dissipates. And now you feel that the bracer is charged.
I'll just turn to the others and say, "Are you guys ready to go back home?"
I think so. Since you are here, would you like to check on your family or something?
I thought about it, but I don't want to get their hopes up and then let them down, you know?
Yeah, that's called being a father, so.
I don't think that's necessarily true, by the way. Not all fathers let me down. I have a plan to get them out of here anyways. So I'll see them again.
So with 1 good dad opening up a portal and 1 bad dad slung over a shoulder, the party gets ready. And all of you guys do once more that super sweet, fists in the middle to teleport out with this bracer. And Draxier, roll me a caster check.
It's 17 altogether.
So you concentrate, and once more, all of you feel yourselves being just rocketed off. And this time, you smash through a few of the walls in this. This bracer was never designed to be beautiful, mystical magic that kind of takes you somewhere gently. It is designed by a bunch of paladins, so they all decided, what if we just punch through things with justice? And so you smash through a couple of walls and go sailing into the sky. You hurtle through space. Colors, shapes, all sizes, dimensions are just flying by you. It is unnerving, and slowly once more you see a blue bead out in the distance, and as it's coming closer it's getting larger and larger. But one thing catches your eye. You see this beautiful blue orb spinning in space, these moons trailing around it, and you see a lattice work of magical energy surrounding this planet. You see it's very intricate as it's going all around. This energy is just seemingly keeping this planet safe. But latched on to the side of this planet is this mass of tentacles that even seems larger than the planet itself. You see it's continuously pressing in on this lattice work. There's just a mass of flesh, eyes, mouths, different, you see creatures are ripping out of it and floating off into space. You see a number of its tentacles are actually reaching out towards distant stars, as it seems to almost be trying to pull itself off of the planet, but it can't. It's stuck. And you see that this creature has already consumed a third of this spinning orb, and it's trying to force itself equally more onto the planet, as well as try to pull itself off. These large eyes forming the size of continents, looking around into the distant stars, and you see one look at you. all of you feel your heart stop. A fear enters you. You are terrified of this being, this outer god that is consuming a world, and you rock it past one of its tentacles that almost flicks out towards you but then stops and goes back to resuming its work on the lattice. You pass through the lattice work. It almost seemingly opens a little bit just for you as you're passing through, and Bordon, you feel your holy symbol on your neck heat up a little bit, and then it closes again. And all of you are hurtling through. You're going through the clouds. You see the giant continent of Faerun as you're going, hurtling towards it. Slowly more and more things are coming into detail. The farmland surrounding Sanctuary, Geldspar off in the distance, because you can recognize the trajectory that you originally traveled actually looks incredibly busy. It looks 5, 6, 7 times larger than what it was. Then as you're hurtling over it, you're like arcing through this area. You pass over the forest where Ronee had originally discovered that one weird large flesh sack and poked it, causing a fight with the gibbering mouther. And you find yourselves just slamming down onto the street in front of the headquarters. You all tumble and roll a little bit. You collapse down onto the ground. Your eyes are blinking a little blearily. You look up and see, you can just faintly see that lattice work up in the sky. You were never able to see it before, but now it's up there and you have a pretty good idea. So now you're outside the headquarters.
Well, I suppose I'll take the harp to Albedo and have him store it with the horn, or I guess another safe place.
I'm just going to do the one thing that I strongly believe that Ronee would have done to one of us. I'm just going to pat him down quickly and see what he's got on him.
Yeah. Ronee has a number of things on him.
As I'm walking with Jason, I'm just kind of trying to... I got him over my shoulder. I'm just trying to reach in maybe, the pockets or something. I got to know what he's got.
You pull out a couple of CDs of Ronee's. They have covers of him on them. You know that Ken meme where he would be glancing out into the distance? He has CDs with that saying the best of Ronee O'Connell, and he signed all of them with squiggles and stars. And you find he has a couple of gel pens on the inside of his suit jacket. He has a very intricate looking gun that you look at it, and even as you're holding it, it shifts from being this old sort of flintlock style gun, and it shifts to being this old German World War I pistol that you're holding. And he also has a book on him, and all of you know that Ronee can't read. On the title of it, it says The Book of Friends.
Okay, I'm going to take his gun just for safekeeping, because I don't want it to fall off him and, we lose it.
Just in case, yeah.
The Book of Friends. What is that? Just kind of open it. Just randomly up at some random page in the book. I just open it.
You open up this book, and it comes to a picture of this, all the pictures in here are painted by hand. You see that it's this painted tree that it looks like it's kind of dying, and there's a red hand dangling by a thin cord that's reaching out, and you can almost see in the picture the hand moves a little bit, and you see there's a name right beside it.
What's the name?
The name, it's spelled Akateko. Akateko.
If I'm walking next to Draxier, I'm just gonna pass him the book. This is not my forte. But something doesn't feel right about this.
Did you read the name out loud, or did you just kind of look over it? What do you think MZ would do?
I don't think he would have said it out loud if he's looking into something. I think I would have read it in my head and everything, and just looking at it, I know something's not right about this. Even my player intuition, I feel like something's not right about this. I think MZ would be pretty on the ball with something like that, and I'm just gonna give it to someone else because magical books are not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna roll like a perception check to see if I can tell if like MC's acting a little odd, or like if he hands it to me, if I can tell he's worried, if he doesn't really say anything.
Page open. I don't close the page. I just...
I think I would just assume that's odd. So I want to do an Arcana check then.
Sure.
It's 21 altogether.
This book is old, and this book is magical as hell. Like, it is. There's a lot of magic in it. Do you turn any of the other pages to look at anything, or do you just, like, look at the one?
I look at the one. Knowing that it's magical, I don't want to read anything aloud, because it sounds like I may curse the world. But I'd probably, like, close it and look at, like, the front and back covers as well, after looking at that page.
It's very plain, the book itself. It has just, like, a sort of white strip that's put onto it. Written on it is the Book of Friends. And it's... like, you flip it over, there's, like... it's like a... kind of like a cloth material that's covering it. And then it has a really basic binding. And then you see it has a number of pages in this book.
Okay, I'm too curious. I'll flip open like the front cover to see if there's something like a table of contents or whatnot.
You flip open the front cover. You see a picture of a very old-looking woman. Her arms are a little too long. Her legs are incredibly thin. Her hands end in these bloody claws. Her nose goes to a long point as she's picking up what looks like a piece of meat and dangling it into her mouth. And written beside it, it says, Baba Yaga.
We don't go there.
And then she turns towards you and smiles.
I'm gonna like hastily like slam the book closed when that happens. I think this book is some very dangerous, potentially magic. One of the pictures looked at me. I don't know if you've heard anything like that before, Borodon.
I mean, I probably like, right, Lucas?
You could roll me a history if you want. He's been sitting on this book for I think a year.
You know what? I know I gave the book up, but can I also make a knowledge history? Because I have that skill as well. On Akateco, on the name I read.
Sure.
As they have the book and everything, I'm just thinking about what I just saw, and that'll be mine.
Sure.
15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay. And what did you get, Borodon?
So I got 30 in total. I got, net 20 plus 3
Jesus.
plus 7.
Yeah. So, MZ, you were thinking on, this name, this creature. What could this creature be? And it kind of, takes you, you're thinking, and then you remember there was an old Gith tale that people would see a small red hand hanging from a tree or a branch or something that's, hanging over. And people would go and investigate it. And then there would be a beautiful woman that would lull them in to relax and just take your time. And they would enter this trance, this fever-like state, and succumb to just staying there, keeping this person company. And Borodon, you're looking at this book. You don't know this exact book, but you know that sometimes people would decide that, especially conjurers, because conjurers always start shit. They always decide they want to go find really old creatures, put their name down somewhere, and be like, I'm going to be able to summon this for later. Nothing bad will ever happen, and then they lose the thing. So you're guessing this is a real old book of some conjurer. And so if you use this book, you would be able to technically command the creature that you summon. But there's probably some sort of skill or catch or something that you need to do.
This is a conjurer's book. We should not, reading is bad. Saying the words out loud is even worse. So we should keep this book in a safe place, probably inside our caravan, and we shall never, unless we are in like a mortal peril, we should never, ever, say anything inside this book out loud. Otherwise, we may conjure the creature.
Why does Ronnie have this, and where did he get it from?
I don't know. I mean, I never trusted Ronnie. So, and I don't know why he hasn't resurrected yet. I mean, do you think that I would have realized that that's not our real Ronnie? Or
You can look him over if you want.
would I sort of like realize that by now? Or
You think like he should have come back. There's no reason why he shouldn't have come back. Like you've left that area. You're here now. You're like out on the street in front of the headquarters. As far as you're aware, Ronnie should be regenerating. And nothing is happening to that corpse.
maybe we should, like, instead of checking books and whatnot, we should just go back to HQ. You know, take the item and not, like be walking with a corpse on our shoulders. What do you guys think? Like, I'm planning on resurrecting Ronnie since he hasn't come back yet. So, what do you guys think?
I agree.
I agree. It'd make more sense to figure out what's up with this Ronnie. We should probably just stash this book away somewhere, or maybe even destroy it. Might be a good idea to ask Astoria what to do with such a thing.
Should we keep the book with the horn and the harp for now?
So I was thinking, like, just to leave the book inside inside the caravan, because we are probably not strong enough to control those artifacts, but maybe the book we can, and maybe we can, like, sort of, I don't know, like, we can just, like, come to a conclusion and maybe use this book. I'm not saying that we should, I'm just saying that it is a possibility, but if we don't...
Sounds like you're being tempted.
I am a man of knowledge, right?
I make a sense motive on Borodon.
Oh no, Lucas!
Seems sus.
They will find out that I'm not the real Borodon as well.
Oh shit! How many clones?
But you're also a man of faith, and I don't think you'd want to be caught dead holding a book of conjuring.
I mean, I'm a curious person, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would care, and I don't think I would. Anyways, okay, whatever. Just let's just like take the artifact to HQ and.
A few people are starting to look at you guys because you have a dead
Yeah,
body.
I know.
And MZ's like, he has the dead body. His cloak is like wreathed in shadowy flames. His skin is covered in like this carapace, and he has this like jeweled armor, and now an unholy rapier on his side. And I was like, is that like a Grim Reaper? What the fuck is that?
I'm the edgelord. Yeah, I hiss at them.
They run. Ronnie's face like cocks to the side. His eyes have exploded. There's just blood coming down these empty sockets.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he's also a little bit mutilated.
Yeah, he looks bad.
Okay, let's get inside here quickly.
Yeah, let's kind of shuffle in.
You shuffle on in, and Kelsar, you have been here at the headquarters since the team had left to go to Haymore. And you spent some time with the Silver Shield. There was a few personal issues you had to attend to, and it's also been... You've been facing a strange issue. You seem better now, but you've been having a hard time with this body of yours. There's bouts of power.
Yeah, my hair was falling out, and we got wine coolers on my feet because my toenails have been popping off like pogs. Some gastric distress. And,
you notice
scarf.
with each day that like you're going through these horrible like motions for your body, you also feel stronger in like a magical sense, an arcane sense. Like you're kind of like attuning to what proper body your soul should have been in for a long time, but for like a good 20 years, you've been stuck in a tiefling body. And as you're kind of relaxing in the main section, the commons room at the headquarters, and there's a lot more people here lately.
I'm having some medical fantasy marijuana
Yeah.
that they gave me.
You know that there's a lot of people who've recently come to Sanctuary because word has come out that the White Wall, which is what they've been calling the giant wall of where the third of the planet has been devoured, has been moving forward. It has already overtaken probably a good 300 miles. It just keeps moving in. It's been about a week since the guys have left. And then while you've been sitting there just relaxing, you heard suddenly like a outside. And you're just like you glance over at the door, and it doesn't take long for the guys to step through. You figured it was them. Usually when Deathshift shows up, they show up in style. But you've also heard word that Evermeet, the island of the elves, was recently under attack, and a lot of the elves have been fleeing inland. So this is just kind of information that you've been hearing about while you've been trying to process your own shit.
Oh shit, that's probably not good. I mean, if I wasn't so high right now, I'd probably be in a lot more distress, but...
And you see the group comes in with Ronee over MZ's shoulders, and Ronee is very clearly dead.
Oh, my god, Ronee? Oh, dude, you don't look so good, man.
No, he's dead.
Oh, hey, guys.
I put an arm around Calsor. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, guys.
I drop his body.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Just slump over in front of Kelsar.
It's like a squish.
Oh shit, that's not good. How are you guys doing?
A lot of people gasp. They're like, oh my god, as they see this happen.
Definitely better than Ronee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm high as fuck right now, but, I'd probably be a lot more upset if I wasn't.
Albedo comes floating over.
Greetings, Deathshift. What has transpired here?
Ronnie's sick. Or dead, or something. I don't know, man.
Why has he not begun to arise?
We were hoping someone here might be able to answer that.
So Albedo kind of floats down a little bit. All these tentacles go over Ronnie, and they're like, just, they're getting in the goop, they're getting in the blood, they're going over him.
Albedo, do you got any snacks?
No, but there may be some at the table over there.
He lifts up the left hand, the hand that your symbol should be on, and you see like a spell being cast as his tentacles going over it. And the symbol disappears.
This symbol was illusionary magic. This body has no symbol.
And he just drops the lifeless hand.
What the? So, this is not the real Ronnie O'Connell, or?
No. This appears to be, perhaps, another being who looks incredibly similar to our Ronnie.
Maybe one of the Ronnies from, like, a different, dimension or something?
This would add up.
You hear from, hiding underneath a table. He's in a crab walk. His bald head pokes out. It's Quintos, the man who can form clones by viciously ripping them out of his own body. And then he has to viciously pull them back in to quell the clones. He pokes his head out. You found him.
Wait. Why?
Cool.
I mean...
What?
The day of the shattering, the day the tentacles came down, Ronnie was talking to Ronnie.
That makes no sense. I mean, regardless. So, we have been, walking around with, the fake Ronnie?
Yes, he's a fake. He's a disgusting clone. It's good that he's dead.
I mean, I don't care much about, if he's a clone or not. What I do care about is that Ronnie put our lives in danger because instead of going with us, he just gave that responsibility to another person.
He shirked his duties off to a clone. Disgusting.
So, where's the real Ronnie then? I'm completely lost right now, and...
He took his horse and galloped away. and he sent this one to do his work.
I mean, I kind of assumed that, but, like, where did he gallop away? Like, can you give us, like, a logistics, or...
He flips the table that he was hiding under, stands up,
Jesus.
and he pulls a scroll case out from... he has, like, this little pocket, and he pulls a scroll case that wouldn't have fit into it, and he pops it open, lays out the scroll on another table, and this is a large map. And it's a map of Faerun.
I really liked that table. Why'd you flip it over?
So here we have all the Chosen, and he just slams his fist down onto the map, and it just, like, sparks and lights up a little bit, and there's little dots everywhere. As you see here, we're losing parts of the world on this side, parts of the world on this side. Ronee's color is the color of nothing but everything. It always changes. This one, and all these colors are the exact same color as you're looking at them. These are all just like little red dots. And he's going through, no, and maybe. And he points at the town of Geldspar on this map. Maybe here. Or, and he points up to Waterdeep. Maybe here. But most of the Chosen in Waterdeep are dead. We heard back from a detective about it.
Oh, so detective is alive though.
Oh shit, that's not good.
He quickly dropped a letter off, and it was just about how Waterdeep belonged to the church. And there were mind flare there, and they're fighting the church. Just basic stuff.
Was Geldspar destroyed?
Yes.
Okay, because it looks pretty destroyed on my map here.
And when you were flying overhead, you saw Geldspar was not only thriving, but it was probably about 7 times the size it was when it was destroyed.
Oh hey, rebuilt? Good for them.
Given what we know about Ronee, I would guess that he's in Geldspar. Weird things are happening, and do you really think he's brave enough to go to Waterdeep?
I think he just fled.
He's definitely not brave enough to go to Waterdeep.
It's a solid point.
Unless he's a turncoat, but I don't think he's that much of a jerk.
Because that theory would mean that he cares about something other than himself.
Yeah.
That means he would care about Durham's side, and I feel like that doesn't line up.
No.
Well, we should probably... I mean... I'll actually get him back. Kind of need him, right?
Like a fucking kid? That's what we're going to do? We're going to, like, search for Ronee.
Well, look, man. Just, I got something for you that I think will help you take the edge off. I'm telling you, this stuff's amazing. I've been taking it ever since I've been sick, and it's really done wonders for me, and it'll help calm me down, Girardot. Alright, just let me go get my stash.
I got some right here for you too, Borodon.
I call that the Robert Bud.
You see Quintos quickly rolls up his map and says, "No more of this," and puts it in a tube and starts walking away. And Albedo is still there hovering.
Bye, Quintos.
Bye, Kelsar.
Man, Quintos is weird.
Well, I guess if we're gonna go somewhere, I should probably get my gear, because I've been wearing a robe and wine coolers.
Draxir, do you wish for me to take the harm?
Yeah, I don't know where exactly you should store it. It might be a good idea to keep it separate from the horn for now, but maybe if you take it and talk to Astoria, or if you happen to know more about the magical properties of these instruments, that would be a good idea.
It has been a week since all of you have left, and Astoria has figured a few things out about the instruments. I will bring this downstairs.
Yeah, I've been here too. You could have talked to me. No, whatever. Fine.
It's been a week already?
Yes. How long has it been for all of you?
Like 1 hour, maybe?
Yeah, it seems like it's been a matter of hours at most.
No, dude, you guys were gone for at least a week.
Yes, much has happened.
I was getting worried, but some stuff happened, so you guys are back now, so.
It's a good thing we didn't take any longer than we did then.
Yeah, no doubt. Probably would have been bad.
It's good for you, Draxir, though, because your family, like, must, but like for your family, must have been maybe like a week or 2 weeks.
It's probably been a couple months, because he's been here for about 5 years.
5 years. Okay. I thought it has been here like, because we have been here for like maybe.
You guys have been here for like, I think I was doing the time calculation. You've been here for like 2.5 to 3 months now.
I thought it has been here for about the same time. I mean, so it's probably not that bad for you, Draxir.
No, maybe not much time has passed anymore. Well, perhaps we get some rest and then set off for Geldspar. Maybe we can rest after we find Ronee. I don't know what you guys think.
Like, I don't care about, like, Ronee right now. I think we should...
Are we going to resurrect this Ronee?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I can resurrect anyone that has been dead for, like, 10 days with Raise Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to use one of my, I mean, probably not one of my diamonds. So, like I said, I'm just going to chip about like 500 golds worth of diamond from a diamond, and then I'll just sort of like fix the diamond with magic.
Yeah, you'll probably need to, like, they have supplies here in the headquarters where they can help you remove a portion of it, because you'll need some pretty intense stuff to break apart a diamond. But they have some equipment here that they can help you with that.
Yeah, maybe this Ronee will lead us to ours.
So we're just gonna rest right now?
These guys look rough. Like, they have a lot of blood on them, like, coming from their eyes or ears or mouth. Like, it's dried up. But, like, they don't look good. Bordon has, like, stab wounds.
I was, like, just knocked out not long ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, MZ's, like, kind of leaning hard on a table.
Oh, shit. You guys, yeah. Yeah, maybe we should take a breather, hey?
I have a hole in, like, my shoulder or chest or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should take a bit of a breather. I need a nap, honestly, so...
I will place the harp down below. If you need any supplies or provisions, please let us know. We've ensured that your caravan is fully stocked.
Awesome. Definitely some Doritos.
The what?
I'm afraid we don't have those here, Kalsar. This is the third time you've asked.
Yeah, what are Doritos? They sound awesome.
I think it's like a corn chip.
Are all of you just kind of like take the evening, unwind, like maybe have a bath, wash the blood off, kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
I've got to come down from my buzz.
So it's pretty uneventful. You just can actually take a day, or like the rest of the evening. No one really bothers you much. They bring you like fresh clothes. There's lots of food to eat. You take some time in the bath and just kind of like sit back and just kind of rest a little bit. Your wounds are attended to. Some people will perform some minor healing, so at least you don't have some like gaping holes in you. And you just can kind of relax for the first time in a while. As night rolls around, everyone's getting ready to sleep, hoping not to have a fever dream or anything like that. Draxir, what would you like to do as you're getting ready for bed?
So I don't know exactly how this would be possible. If I could have like another meeting with the Nostradamus Corp somehow. I don't really know how that works.
You have the card, the business card on you.
Right. I forgot about the card. I guess I'll take out that card and look at it. I don't know if it has any instructions or like a number or anything on it.
It has a number on it, and you flip it over, and like has a little smiley face and the logo that I forgot, catchphrase. But you're looking at this, and you're just kind of like sitting on your bed while everyone else is laying down, getting ready to relax. You have a little candle that's lit near you. Uhtred is humming along as it's resting on the floor. You look over to your right, and you see the Book of Friends. You didn't put it there, but it's there. It slowly opens, and you hear the pages just delicately flick across, until you see a creature on there. It's called the Baku. And it's this, it looks like a tapir. It's very, very hairy. It's like trunk is coming down, and you see its trunk is reaching down, and there's like a sleeping person, and they have like a little bubble that shows like them running away from a monster inside this bubble while they're sleeping, and this creature is eating the bubble.
Okay. Guess would I roll something like an Arcana check again to see if I understand the workings of this thing?
The book or the creature?
Like, do I need to summon a tapir to eat my dream to somehow... I don't know what's going on here.
I guess Arcana, because this is a magical creature. Arcana would work, if you have that.
Alright. That is a 15.
So you're guessing if this creature can interact with dreams and devour dreams, it probably has the ability to also manipulate dreams. And you know from what Bordon told you, when you use this book, you can command the creature.
Do I have an understanding of, like, if I can, like, unsummon it?
You're not sure. You just see the name there, and then it has the creature, and every so often the creature's eyes look towards you, and then it looks back at what it's doing.
I won't summon the creature, but I'll, like, hold the card in my hand as I go to sleep.
Okay. So you're holding onto this card, and you keep seeing in, like, your dreams, like, you have this book, you're holding onto this book, and every so often you wake up, like, worried that you're holding onto the book, but the book's, like, on a nightstand away from you. You keep laying back down with this card, and you're resting and relaxing, just trying to sleep, concentrating on this card. And you fall into this really deep sleep. You keep thinking back to that creature that was consuming this planet. This creature that was binding this world, absorbing it, but also at the same time trying to get away, like a strange dual purpose it had. And you're looking up at this being as it's consuming everything, and you see just this tiniest hole through it, a break in this lattice work around the planet. Through this lattice work, this sort of beam of light comes down. You see there is this, stepping out of the light, there's this robotic figure. They're kind of like, their body is almost like a bean shape. They're metallic, and they have two arms coming out and two legs that are kind of awkward as it's walking. It has this digital smiley face on it as it's walking over, and it looks over at you and says, "Hi there! I'm ST3V3.
Yes, you work for the Nostradamus Corporation?
Yes, I was designed to be a companion unit for the Nostradamus. I often pilot ships and try my best to keep people alive. Is there something I can do for you?
I could use a favor. Would you be able to go on a stealth mission and pick up my family and take them somewhere safe?
Yes! I could definitely do that.
How long would it take, do you think?
One moment, please.
And you see this little, like, line across where his face should be, as his body's jiggling a little bit, and then the face comes back.
It'll take me 1 week to send a ship there, locate your family, and then it'll take another week to bring the ship back.
Alright. Well, my request would be, if you can find another reasonably safe planet that's healthy for Dragonborns, you'd bring them there. And if not, hold them, or I guess let them seek refuge at the Nostradamus Corp, and I'll pay you back.
How would you like to pay this back?
I'll find a way. We'll talk about it.
You see, out of like a little slot on it, this paper starts printing. It's like a friggin' dark matrix printer. It's like, it's old, and it starts like coming out of it. It rips the paper off. It takes one of its fingers off, and it's a pen, and it brings it over to you.
Here we go. You owe 1 moderate-sized favor to the Nostradamus Corporation.
I'm just going to like scan it to see if I find anything malicious, I suppose.
It's very straightforward business jargon. Like, it's all about like, we will locate these 3 individuals. It has the names all printed out from the city on the planet of Haymor, and then it just has like pretty much what you've requested. the signee will provide one moderate favor to the Nostradamus Corporation.
All right, so I'm gonna take. I don't know if I have my items on me in this state right now.
It's a dream, so you could be like,
okay, let's say I produce like a gem, and I'll use my magical tinkering.
Okay.
To store a message. Just say, hey, Moore will no longer be safe. You have to seek refuge with the Nostradamus Corp. I will see you again, hopefully in the not too distant future. And then I'll say, that'll be the end of the message, and I'll give it to the robot and tell him to use that as the message to give my family.
So ST3V3 takes this gem.
That was a beautiful message.
I just realized that stupid robot's name is Steve.
Yeah, it is. And he looks over. You sign the paper?
Yeah, I'll sign off on the paper.
God damn it, Lucas. There's other names in the world than Steve.
I have this robot in actually another one-shot I recorded with some people. It showed up.
Goodness.
He was their pilot.
All right, I'll take this.
And he takes the letter and like the paper and smashes it against his face. And he's like, scanning! And he's like rubbing it against it.
All scanned. All right. You stay safe, Draxier. We will call on this favor soon.
Thank you.
And he slowly waddles backwards, really awkwardly, and sort of falls back into the light. And then the light retracts through this hole in the latticework. And you wake up, and it's the morning. So all of you are awake now. It's the morning. You just kind of wake up naturally. The birds are chirping. It feels all right.
So, like I said, I've prepared like the resurrection spell.
Yep.
Just called like Raise That. So I'm going to cast Raise That on that Ronee.
You set up Ronnie's body. They helped clean it up because it was pretty rough. You set it up on this table. You have like the diamond that's been a portion that's been removed. You have a few candles and everything. You're drawing some stuff with chalk, some dwarven ruins around the body. As you start chanting, you're lighting incense around it. The energy in this room is heavy. Like, even while you guys are seeing this, like you can feel the power that's coming from Bordon. Just the amount of power that you've all accumulated up to this point. You are drastically different people from when you started this adventure. And Bordon, as you're chanting over this Ronee to bring back the soul, you feel yourself being pulled a bit. One moment you're there with everyone. The next minute you are outside of a large, bustling town. It has been put together hastily. There are houses that are still being constructed. There are beings of all sorts. You see ogres are talking with dwarves. You see elves are chatting with orcs. Just this whole group of people. You see fairies like pixies fly overhead. A dragon swoops down below, but nobody's bothered by it as it slowly transforms into a person and just starts walking amongst others. You're looking around as they're clearing out these farmers' fields to build more towns. And you're watching as you see the line, the wall of white coming in from the right. You see the wall of white coming in from the left. And it keeps coming towards this town. The area is getting smaller and smaller. You see people are flying into this town from all over. They're coming in with different machines, gadgets, everything. Some people are like teleporting into this town. Everybody's looking a little fear-struck as the walls of white come closer and closer and closer. And as they're almost at the edges of this town, you see this chaotic, crackling energy. Something you've commonly associated with a certain lounge singer. And it just stops on either side of this town. You snap back out of it as you breathe in sharply. And you look down, and this other Ronee is once more with the living. Ronee, you breathe in, and it just seemed like 1 minute ago you were playing a harp, and the next minute now you're like laying on a table and your head kind of hurts. and everyone is looking at you.
What did you do with the real Ronnie?
Ronnie, alright, explain, idiot.
Played the harp and then I woke up. What do you want?
Fuck.
Jesus.
Okay, but you're not the real Ronnie.
What are you talking about? Sure I am.
Hit him, Kelsar.
Ron, you said he wasn't the real Ronnie.
No, he's not the real Ronnie. Like, he doesn't have, like, the parasite on his hand.
Good cop, bad cop. I hit Ronnie really hard. I say, what did you do with the real Ronnie?
Yeah. I heard you have a parasite on your hand, Ronnie.
What do you call this? Show him my tattoo.
You look at your tattoo and it's gone.
There's no tattoo, Ronnie.
Oh, I should have sprung for the permanent one.
That honestly sounds on brand with you.
His mannerisms and everything seem to be the exact same. Like, it's eerie. He does everything the same as the other Ronnie.
Yeah, but we know it's not the real Ronnie.
Yeah, it's just something that's throwing you off, right? It's like, you know it's not, but...
I don't know what you guys are getting at. When future me came and told me to come and join you guys, like, this all seemed good. So, you know, maybe you have to wait a bit for that thing to grow. I got kind of impatient, just kind of drew it on, but it's probably coming.
The future you?
He really managed to convince you that time travel was real.
Borodon shifts uncomfortably.
It's Borodon that can control time.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, we've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you look richer than I ever was, so it must have been for the future.
That's a lot of bullshit.
That story checks out.
Directly conflicting opinions on this matter. We're off to a great start.
Honestly, I'm just like so like over Ronnie's bullshit that I kind of just accept it most of the time.
Anyway, so what are we doing now?
Tell us where future Ronnie went, if you happen to know.
Spill the beans, Buster.
Why the hell do I know that? I'm assuming we went back to the future.
Oh, that was good.
Gotta go 88 miles per hour.
Ronnie, you don't have your gun and you don't have that book.
Oh, where'd they go?
Oh yeah, that's another topic that we gotta talk about here, buddy. What's that book you had?
Did I have a book?
Don't play dumb with us!
I don't think I ever opened that. Yeah, so, like, I don't know. Probably a book? I don't know, I never opened it and looked.
Yeah, we do know that he can't read, so...
But it was filled with pictures.
I don't think Ronnie can read pictures either.
Who gave you that book?
Yeah, I just assumed it was full of words, because it was, like, you know, a book.
It's a fair assumption.
So I held on to it, because, I don't know, maybe someone would pay me for it, but I never opened it.
So where'd you pick it up from if you held on to it?
Future Ronnie gave it to me when he gave me like this suit and a gun. I don't know where those came from though.
Okay, God damn it, Ronnie. Okay, okay, so we should probably look for future Ronnie, if that's what I'm getting at, right?
No, but I'm here now. I'm Ronnie.
He's not the real, like, he's one of the Ronnies, but not our Ronnie. Like, this one, and like a brick, it is like, has like the same usefulness.
Okay, we gotta find the real idiot here, okay? So, let's...
I'm the lounge singer, the real lounge singer. All you other lounge singers are just imitating.
I don't know what he actually was. He was like a fisherman or something.
He was a thief. This one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where he went. But, you know, if I don't finish taking over for him, like, I'm not going to get that money. So, I'm just going to hang around here and we can just go finish up whatever we're doing and then that's fine.
I'm pretty sure you won't. You won't get anything.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I am. I got promised.
Well, 1 second here, boy. 1 second here. How much did he offer to give you?
That's a good question. I don't actually remember.
I think you just said that you're going to be really, really rich and famous.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was an undisclosed amount, but enough to make you rich. I don't know how much that is. I don't know what the threshold is for being rich in this world.
$70 bajillion.
You do know that Ronnie's broke, right?
Sounds like Ronnie lied to himself.
Honestly, it's what he does every day.
Ronnie has spent all his money on, like, that stupid cape. Literally.
It's not a cape, it's a suit.
Well, I kept pretty good care of it, so I could probably, pawn it off when I'm done. But, no, I don't know if the money was coming from him. It might just be from being super famous. You just usually get money for that.
Like, super famous on a dying world.
This is also true. Cough, cough, Earth, cough, 2020.
I mean, people were doing it here, so.
Rich anywhere is fine. Rich and famous anywhere is fine. I don't really care.
Okay, so it's very hard to convince you of not doing you, so yeah, whatever.
Okay, so we got the harp now, alright. So we just need one more artifact. Where do we go?
Well, we also need Ronnie's chaos, as counterintuitive that sounds.
Yeah, because he's a catalyst, isn't he? We need that catalyst. So we need the catalyst, and we need the last item, and then we can finally end this.
Well, we sort of know where he would be.
I know where he will be when we find him.
You do?
Yep. In hell. Just letting you know beforehand.
Okay, but we can't kill him now. We have to wait until after we're done this.
3 times. Yeah, I know. We have to kill him like 3 times.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That, and we probably will need him alive till after we're done this. Because, kind of like the world is closing in. Like, I came down from a really good high, and now I'm a little bit anxious. So, we should probably get to work on that.
Okay, so Ronnie just made our life more difficult.
He does a good job of that.
Yeah, he's very good at that. You don't really have a lot of time to sit around.
Punching his face, like, so hard when I see him.
Okay, what are our options?
I mean, we have to find him to punch his face, so...
Well, obviously, like...
Our leads from Quintos are that he's either in Geldspar or Waterdeep, and I would put money on him being in Geldspar. Waterdeep doesn't seem like his sort of play.
Yeah, Waterdeep is extremely dangerous right now. We know how much Ronnie loves to avoid danger and conflict and shirk his duties, so Geldspar would probably be the best bet.
Well, to Geldspar then.
Alright.
Let's go.
I got my stash with me, and let's head out.
Your caravan's been all set up. You have everything in there. It's very clean. As you open up the doors inside just to check, you see on the main table, in this little living room inside the caravan, as we all know, it's larger on the inside because I love doing that because it's an easy cop-out to give you guys cool things. You see there is a table, and on that table is the Book of Friends. You can attach your horses no problem to the front of this caravan. Is there anything you'd like to do on your way to Geldspar?
Kind of, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what we could really do other than me just getting high like an idiot, or...
You can just relax, honestly. It's been pretty rough. You can just... Because to get to Geldspar, it's probably going to take, just 2 days. Because you're not on foot, wounded, and tired. So...
Yeah, and, my toenails are growing back at a really rapid rate, and it's really fucking painful, as well as my hair.
Your horses don't tire out, so they could just keep going. They don't need to rest and eat and stuff like that. They could just keep going.
I think this is a great opportunity for our characters to just kind of chill, but also...
Bond.
Yeah, bond. Maybe mend some of their stuff, just kind of clean their stuff up, fix anything that needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've been fighting and running for months, so
Yeah, you can definitely fix up your armor. You can just take this as a really relaxing ride because for one, you deserve it. You've been trying to save the world real hard.
Not just the world, but everything, literally.
The road to Geldspar is actually quite peaceful. You're traveling, and it seems like even the road's been made a little bit larger. A lot of stuff has been cleared out. You've been fixing up your armor, just spending time with each other. Like,
I'll give Ronnie his gun back.
Cool.
Ronnie, you get your gun back. It looks like a German pistol now instead of the pirate flintlock.
So I wanted to examine the book. It sort of seems to be important. So I very carefully examined the book.
You have a lot of time. You don't really need to do a check because you have like 2 days to kind of relax and do what you'd like. You're looking over this book, and this book is intelligent to a degree. It's not like it can have a conversation with you, but it kind of goes where it wants. And for whatever reason, it seemed to like to travel with Ronee. And it just seems to be like if you place it somewhere, one of you guys always wake up with it, like on your nightstand or like at the foot of your bed or something like that. It just seems to like to be close to all of you, but it doesn't seem to have any particular favorite. But this book, it doesn't call to you like the harp or the horn did. There's no like temptation that's around the book. You carefully look at different creatures in here, and they're all strange, and they all seem to interact with you. Like they'll look at you or things like that, or wave at you. You see all sorts of strange creatures. But the book itself, it doesn't seem like it could be activated without your consent. That's what you gather from looking over these 2 days.
Okay, so I just tell the group that the book is harmless unless we try doing something with it.
Well, at least. It still bothers the shit out of me.
Going through there, too, when you're looking through the book, it wasn't all just, like, scary creatures like the Baba Yaga. You saw some, like, gentle-looking creatures in there. There's one that was, like, it was a dog with a human face on it, like the face of an old man. So you're like, that's weird. And it was just, like, kind of, like, it looks over at you and, like, it does, like, a shrug, like, whatever. And, like, you're flipping through. There's, like, a strange, fluffy cloud that's, like, spiraling around a tower.
Say that one's name out loud.
Yeah, you can say the dog's name if you want.
So you really want the cleric to do that?
Fuck it. Say that one.
You did seem to be tempted earlier.
No. No, I'm joking. unless you want to. Yeah, you're pretty sus.
This is a good boy.
Like, do I want to say the name? Maybe we should just carry it with us.
You can go. You can say the dog's name, the human-faced dog.
Yeah. Should I roll? Do I really want to say a name?
They throw MZ out of the caravan. Just keeps going.
I was in medbay the entire time.
It's funny because this will come out. This episode will be out in like a year from now, like 7 months. Like everyone's like, Among Us. Who's still playing that?
Imagine if it's still popular somehow.
That'd be impressive, honestly. So while you're going through, and like things are pretty comfy on this ride, Bordon, you've been paging through this book. Every so often, MZ like kind of looks over your shoulder at one of the pictures, like, "What about that one?" And you're like, "Nope."
Can I talk to MZ?
Yeah.
I kind of just knock on his door. Just can't run.
Come in.
Hey man, how you doing?
Not bad, and you?
And you kind of went through a lot recently, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah, my toenails are growing back. They really hurt like shit, but you know, I got the medical, got the good stuff here that's keeping me going.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Is it dank? Is it super dank?
Oh, it's really dank.
Oh, so dank.
You want some? Makes you feel better.
Okay.
You both kind of just...
It's the only thing greener than MZ here.
So you two are sitting in MZ's room, just having some relaxing moments, just smoking this up, and you have the window open. It's kind of trailing out.
Yeah, the window's open.
You two are feeling just super relaxed. You're feeling good.
Hey.
Cardboard tube with a few like cloths inside that you're trying to blow through.
Trying to be secretive.
I gotta say, like, oh man, like, why didn't you tell us about your family?
It wasn't important at the time.
Like I thought, like we were like close and shit, and then you kind of just left us. And that really hurt.
No, I didn't leave. I was actually like half kind of kidnapped. Like I didn't have a choice.
Oh, but like you could have told us, man. Like we would have got you back. You know?
No, I had to keep it a secret.
It's just like you're my man. You know, you're my man, and you know you're part of the crew. And why?
That's just the way it was. That's how it happened. You can't change that now.
I guess not. It's just like I thought we were all close, you know, and it hurt. It just hurt, man. You know. I guess maybe I just don't understand your customs or something. When I was really sick last week, I thought about what I wanted to do when this is over. What do you want to do when this is over?
Probably gonna go back home. If I can.
I don't really have a home anymore.
Well,
I think I'm gonna make my own barbecue sauce. Call it Cal sauce. That'd be fun.
when this is all over, you can come with me to the Underdark. We can hunt mind flayers together.
Oh, that'd be...
There's so many that need to die.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh yeah, so fun.
Good times.
We're gonna have so much fun.
This episode was completely off the rails.
There's like these black flames that are around him. He's like, fuck yeah. Uses his unholy rapier's flames to like light something.
I love the smell of Mind Flayer in the morning.
Yeah, we're gonna do shit. But like, I guess I'm just afraid of dying, you know? I mean, I died like twice already, and that wasn't like... It's like worse the second time? So I got the feeling the third time is gonna be even worse, you know?
Yeah, we have to be careful now.
We do.
Not that we weren't being careful before, but I don't know.
We gotta trust each other, you know? We gotta trust each other. And that's because, like, at the end of it, us four are really all we got left, right?
That's right.
And I got your back, man. I got your back.
I got your back.
Alright. I'm gonna go take a nap.
The most chill conversation about killing incredibly intelligent, powerful creatures has taken place on this caravan.
Look, I'm high as shit, alright?
Ronnie, what are you up to in these 2 days?
Well, I don't know, just hanging out. I don't really have stuff to do now, so I'm just gonna hang out.
You're just kind of like hanging out, like every so often you try to join in a conversation or something like that?
No, I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out by myself.
You don't want to come sit on a bed with Kelsar and I and just shoot the shit a little bit?
No, I'm just nope, just sitting by myself. I don't know. I don't have anything to do, so I'm just hanging out.
Just super bored, like throwing a ball against the wall.
Yeah.
And Draxier, we know that Bordon's looking through a book right now. What are you doing during these 2 days?
I'm going to be up front driving the caravan.
So you get a lot of the sights. While you're going through there, you yourself never went to Geldspar, but you know that these four have. You know that they talked about how it was destroyed by the beast that Matthew summoned, who was known as the Beast. You are traveling through, and the forests are quite lush as it opens up into these large farm fields. And you see a ship, one that is often known in this world as a Halruan airship. And you're like, you've never seen one before. You've read about them because they've interested you. An actual mechanical wonder that is sailing through the air. And it looks like, kind of like a regular boat. And you're watching as it's sailing down towards what can only be described as a very odd collection of houses put together into the form of a town. There are houses that it looks like they belong to all sorts of different cultures. you have these large mounds that looks like people put rocks together. There's like a door in the front of it. You have others that are very well constructed. You see a large tree has been grown and a house has been formed inside of it. And, like, you're watching this as you're looking at the map and you're like, this is where Geldspar is supposed to be. And you hear just like crowds cheering, people dance, like you see people dancing on rooftops. Like, it's a very, very strange town. Unlike anything you've really seen before. And everyone here just seems to be almost like in a really large party. The thing that also throws you off, you're used to Sanctuary being quite diverse. Sanctuary has a lot of people of different ethnicities that live there. But here, it's one up from that. You see that all races that normally have a bit of tension between them, everyone's just getting along. And as you get closer to this city, this wave kind of passes over you. You watch like this crackling wave come towards you and pass over. You feel good. You feel kind of happy.
I mean, I was already feeling good, but that's the other reason.
Yeah, you guys inside the caravan don't notice this, but like Dragster, while you're sitting up there, you're kind of like, this is good. You hear this sound. The sound of a drum.
Oh no.
Just boom, 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 boom. And everyone's just sort of like, they're all sort of dancing. You even find like you're tapping your foot to like this drum's rhythm as your caravan's going.
Am I going to find pink bubblegum?
Maybe.
So I'm just gonna call back and be like, hey guys, I think you'll want to see this.
What? Oh. Alright. Oh, man.
Just come take a look.
So I get to the front of the caravan as well. So do I have like a place where I can lock the book? You know, just...
You do, but it seems like every time you try to lock the book up, it ends up on one of your persons.
No, I know.
If you were looking at a lot, then it's probably like in your backpack, like, kind of thing.
I'll just take the book with me. I'll just put the book in my backpack.
So all of you kind of like clamber, because there's like a little ladder that's on the side. When you open up the door, you can climb up onto the roof, or you can climb over to the driver's seat. And all of you guys kind of get out there, and another one of these waves passes, and all of you feel pretty good. Like this energy passes over you, and you all feel like you're kind of grooving to this beat as it's going. You see there's a crowd of a couple hundred people. Your caravan actually has to come to a stop. And you see like all these people are dancing in the streets and cheering. People are drinking, bringing food out for other people. You see off in the distance in this like town square, not too far away, is this stage that's been erected. And you see this giant banner that says Ronee's 16-hour bongo solo.
Oh, god damn it.
And everyone's just jamming out to it. And you're looking, and the thing that kind of like, you're like, what the fuck? And you see him beating down on that drum. The drum you saw from the dream. The drum that the King in Yellow showed you. The number of strange stickers on it. And these people are going nuts for it. And you see Ronnie's there. He's in a different get-up, though. Ronee, what does your clothing look like that you're performing with your 16-hour bongo solo?
I'm gonna go with completely nude. Completely nude.
So just like the drums just in front, blocking you.
Yeah.
You see Ronnie's there, and it's primal.
From one suit to the other.
Like you guys are feeling this beat, and then you're looking like, wait, what the fuck? And Boredon, the thing that catches your eye is Ronnie's there on this stage. There's some other people that are like dancing on the stage, and you see someone who's just kind of sitting on the edge of it. They have a cloak on. It's obscuring a lot of their face. There's a large grayish-whitish beard sticking out, and two golden arms. You see the face looks up at you, and these eyes catch your eyes. These eyes that have like hourglasses instead of the pupils. And one eye winks at you as this fairy like sort of buzzes in your face, and you're like, ugh, what the? You know, like sort of wishing away. And you look, and they're gone.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You know, sometimes it's nice to just end these stories on such a pleasant and happy note. It doesn't have to be everyone's dying or everyone's on fire. Sometimes everyone could just be having a wicked party, and that's okay. Oh, how nice for everyone. And they got a little bit of downtime, spooky book, brought a dead Ronee back to life. What a win. I feel like this was a nice episode for Deathshift. They've had a lot of rough ones, so this was a good one for them. Well, travelers, if you've enjoyed yourself here, make sure you head on over to the iTunes and leave us a rating on there. You could even leave ratings on Spotify now, I think, so if you want to leave some of those wonderful stars there, we would appreciate it. Also, we have a Patreon. Pay what you want. I think the minimum is $1. So, hop on over there. It's a wonderful time. We have so much extra audio content on there, and all the funds go directly to supporting the show with paying for hosting, paying for equipment and music and all that good stuff. Woo! Alright, travelers. I gotta go patch up a floor and then reinforce an inn because the world is ending. Until next time, dear travelers, I bid you all adieu.